Bună ziua! Bine ați venit la lecția 21 de limba engleză pentru clasa a 6-a din acest manual. Dragii mei, vă rog să aveți răbdare până la sfârșitul lecției ca să puteți folosi ceva din aceste exerciții, să le înțelegeți. Aceasta este prima parte a lecției noastre de astăzi. Vă rog să faceți captură de ecran. Acestea două sunt paginile următoare și după cum observați eu am completat ușor cu creionul exercițiile pe care vi le voi explica. Iar aceasta este a treia pagină a lecției noastre de astăzi. Let's start. Past continuous. Positive and negative forms. I was, he was, she was, it was. I was not or wasn't, he was not or wasn't, she was not or she wasn't, it was not or it wasn't. You were, we were, they were. We were not or weren't, you were not or weren't, they were not or weren't. And now the full sentence. I was not listening to music. Or I was listening to music. We were listening to music or we were not listening to music. Question forms. Was I listening to music? Was he listening to music? Was she listening to music? Was it listening to music? Or were you listening to music? Were we listening to music? Were they listening to music? Short answers. Yes, I was. Yes, he was. Yes, she was. Yes, it was. Yes, you were. Yes, we were. Yes, they were. No, I wasn't. No, he wasn't. No, she wasn't. No, it wasn't. No, you weren't. No, we weren't. No, they weren't. Use the past continuous to talk about something happening over a period of time in the past. We were watching a film at 8 o'clock last night. To talk about two things happening at the same time. They were watching the film while I was doing my homework. With the past simple, to talk about one thing happening in the middle of another. When I left home, my brother was eating his breakfast. While I was walking into town, it started to rain. We use while to talk about two continuous actions. I was doing my homework while my parents were watching TV. We use when to talk about a point of time. My parents were watching TV when I got home. Practice exercise 1. Choose the correct verbs in italics. While we were having lunch, we listened to music, to the news. Or the correct form is not that. It is correct. While we were having lunch, we were listening to the news. Number 2. I was sleeping when you phoned this morning. Number 3. At 3 o'clock this afternoon, I was doing a maths test at school. Number 4. When I woke up, it was raining. Number 5. What are you doing at 10 o'clock last night, or what were you doing at 10 o'clock last night? We will use the correct form, what were you doing at 10 o'clock last night, because it was a past action. Complete the story. Exercise 2. Complete the story with past forms of verbs from the list. Be, come, drive, listen, read, see, stand, stop, tell, travel. It was a sunny morning, and my parents, my sister, and I were driving along a busy motorway. We were traveling to Scotland to spend the weekend with some family friends. My sister and I were reading magazines, and Mom and Dad were listening to music on the car radio. Suddenly, we saw bright blue lights on the road in front of us. A policeman in a yellow jacket was standing in the middle of the road. He told everyone to drive more slowly. There were 2 fire engines at the side of the road near to a burning car. Smoke was coming out of its engine. Luckily, no one was hurt. Turn off the page to the last one. Can, can't, could, couldn't, plus infinitive without to. We use can, can't to talk about present abilities. I can play the piano. I can't play the guitar. Can you speak French? Yes, I can. Or no, I can't. We use could or couldn't to talk about past abilities. My sister could talk before she could walk. I couldn't sleep last night. Could you hear what I said? Yes, I could. No, I couldn't. The infinitive without to follows can, can't, and could or couldn't. The forms of can, can't, could, couldn't do not change. He can cook. Practice exercise 3. Complete each sentence with can, can't, or could, couldn't. Number 1. I've broken my arm, so I can't play tennis at the moment. Number 2. Some babies can swim before they can walk. Number 3. I can't hear what you are saying. The music is too loud. Number 4. My mother says I couldn't walk when I was 1 year old, but I could when I was 2. Number 5. Can you cook? No, I can't. Exercise number 4. Write questions starting with can or could, and then give short answers that are true for you. Number 1. Ride a bike when you were 5. Could you ride a bike when you were 5? Yes, I could. 2. Swim when you were 3. Could you swim when you were 3? Yes, I could. 3. Speak more than 2 languages. Can you speak more than 2 languages? Yes, I can. Number 4. Play basketball. Can you play basketball? Yes, I can. Number 5. Both of your parents drive. Can both of your parents drive? Yes, they can. Dragii mei, vă mulțumesc pentru participare. Dacă v-au plăcut exercițiile și le considerați de folos, vă rog să lăsați un like. Și pentru că acest canal este gratuit, știți că pot să-l păstrez gratuit în continuare doar dacă am foarte mulți abonați. Se impune un anumit număr destul de mare de abonați. Așa că vă rog să vă abonați și să le mai spuneți și altora despre existența acestui canal ca să-l putem menține în continuare gratuit. La revedere!